with. I don't
Was
know.
there?
You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You really never know.
Well, on
Oops.
certain nights, because I've been in there a lot, and I don't drink, but I still go in there because my buddies. But I've seen, depending on the bartender,
Oh yeah.
and I've seen some nights where it's just like, fuck, where am I? Because it's a younger, rough crowd, gang like, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Oh yeah. Hey, Eric Johnson. I'm going live on
Oh, okay,
YouTube
sure.
right now. That's
Okay.
it's just YouTube. So it's my channel. After I do my
I can get on
stringers,
YouTube and see what you did.
yeah. After I do my stringers, I go live on YouTube and
You stream it to.
stream it. So hey guys, we're on the scene of a shooting. Here's my channel.
Right on.
We're on the scene of a shooting at 38th and Stuart, and the officer has informed me that the person has died. So this is now a homicide scene that we're on. So we have. Oh, I missed all of the cops standing in the middle of the road for you guys because I was doing the stringer on it at the time. So, well, you still got them all standing over here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 police cars here currently.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I
8,
do not
9.
believe the cops shot him. This is the scene of where he was, right in front of the bar. I imagine that this had something to do with the bar. So they do not have the suspect in custody, but the victim is dead. He might have been alive because he's not here no more. So they might have tried to save him, taking him to the hospital when he died en route or at the hospital. I don't know what. So the stringer was Denver officers are working a shooting in the 4300 block of West 38th Avenue. One party transported to the hospital, condition unknown. Okay, so now we know the condition. So they did take him to the hospital, but he died.
He died at the hospital.
Yeah, well, either en route or at the hospital.
Right.
And West 38th Avenue is closed in both directions between Raleigh and Tennyson. Actually, it's Stuart, and that's probably Tennyson right there. So it's closed here on the road. So they're doing their talk over there. And surprisingly, one of the officers released information to me. And the public information officer is not on the scene and doesn't plan on being out here. So they're being cooperative tonight for information, which is surprising because they don't usually do that. So normally they're pretty tight-mouthed about what their scene is. You guys know how that goes. I only have 8 in here. What's going on the other live channels? Somebody else chasing them? Is Johnny still alive? Is Johnny 50 still alive? Going around in town there in Los Angeles? Chasing them down? Detective coming out of the bar. Not sure on that. So a detective came out of the bar, so obviously the bar definitely has something to do with this. The officers were around the area here, looking around for things, evidence around the area, basically.
Yeah, illegal.
You know what? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, that's funny because you get weird vibes in there sometimes.
Actually, I wasn't in there.
No, me either. But some nights when I've been in there, it's just different because I've been up and down this street, today.
You know what?
He's still alive? Yeah, that's why I don't have that many in here.
Straight home, huh?
He'll get 400 and I'll get 8. Just because he's live. Oh, now I'm down to 7. Wow. Tough crowd tonight.
Yeah.
some of these nights, well, I'm competing against other people that are live streaming at the same time.
Yeah.
So the best 8. Now we're down to 7 guys. What are you talking about?
Some of these
8.
guys have left, but this is a detective. He looks like he's going back in there.
Yeah, he's going in. So I'm competing against these other guys that are live,
Sure.
and whoever's got the best
Yeah,
action
sure.
is where they're going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 10. Oh, back down to 9. In and out. So this scene is going to be a long scene because it's a homicide scene now.
Not just a shooting.
So the person died either en route to the hospital or at the hospital. So I was sitting up there in Brighton when my stringer went off. I happened to be sitting downtown Brighton, just sitting there because all the noise from the people at the bar there. I figured, oh, I'll bet you something's going to happen down here. And I was recording for a little bit, and then I stopped recording. Sure enough, something happened. And I missed the entire thing. Well, not the entire thing. Some drunk guy backed into a car, went down the wrong way on the street. I caught him as he was coming out. So he hit a car, went the wrong way down the street, and then took off. So I tried to catch his plate. I don't even think that the camera caught that. So he didn't damage the car enough to even really notice it, but I heard it, and I happened to be sitting at the bus stop when it happened. So this is going to be kind of a long, boring
Yep.
scene, you could say, because most of our evidence is going to be right there on the ground. So, and the guy got away. At least that's what the one cop said. So I've actually played pool here at the Beer Depot when I played on pool leagues. So I've played pool in that bar before. I haven't been in there in many, many years though, since the 90s.
Oh, really? Been that long since you've been in there?
Yeah, in that
Yeah.
bar, yeah. I stopped drinking.
Oh, yeah. I haven't. You know,
I stopped drinking around, what was it, 98, 99?
That's about when I quit. I quit smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 20 years. It was around there,
Yeah.
98. I still drink a little bit, but like I can count on one hand how many times I drank this year already. Once, you know, and that was it.
I don't even need a hand to count.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I quit drinking completely.
I didn't do that completely just because I'm still social, but I still don't, you know, I still don't go out every night and drink like I used to. It's just like, I come to the conclusion that it's like, what the fuck am I spending this money for to get a hangover? The older you get, the worse those hangovers get. So I said,
That's
fuck
why I
it, man.
quit.
Yeah, it
The
just wasn't any
hangovers
fun anymore.
were starting to last
Yeah.
a lot longer.
Yeah, it just wasn't fun anymore to spend the money.
Yes.
You know, so I just said, fuck it. You know, and I quit
Yes.
smoking because
It was punishment rather
it
than
kind of
enjoyment.
was. It kind of was. So now when I go out, people go, well, it's not fun to even doing it. You know, go out to bars with my friends that are still single. I'm in my 60s, and I still got guys that still go out and chase chicks and stuff. So when I go out and meet them, it's kind of like, what am I even doing here? I just come, you know, it's something I want to do because I get bored.
Right.
You know, I don't have any kids or anything, so I get bored. So I want to do something. I'll go out and I'll just kind of go, hey, anybody want to talk? You know, because I'm standing there by myself and
You
I'm
can do what I do.
yeah, this. Well,
Go
I
out and
stage
film the
work.
police.
I do stage work, you know,
Yeah.
at night. You know, I'm up at Red Rocks or,
Yeah.
you know.
I go out and film the police.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be tougher for you guys because I saw that they're not letting you on the scanners now.
Yeah,
You know,
for
which is-
Denver.
yeah,
but
Denver. Well, this is
but I
Denver.
live up in Brighton, up in
Yeah,
Adams County, and I
Yeah,
can
I know
listen
that
to them up there. But Adams County's a big county, so
Yeah, it is.
it's spread out for the calls. But I still have Stringer for doing the news, so I'll answer calls like this and come down and film
Right,
them
right.
and make some money doing it.
Yeah. What do they,
Especially late at night.
what do they pay
there's-
you on a story? Is that how you get paid?
Yeah,
Story?
it's per story.
Yeah.
It's per video.
There's
they-
got to be
they
like a
vary.
flat rate.
This one's a $45 one.
Yeah.
So I've seen anywhere between 35 to 50.
So now who's paying you for that? Just you?
Stringer pays me for it when the video sells, but it's the news, the media
the
that buys
networks,
it.
the
Yeah,
local
so they
networks.
pay more than that for the videos because Stringer makes money off of it.
Yeah.
And oh, here comes another car coming up quickly over there.
Oh yeah, that's a detective.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a detective. Unmarked car
Yeah.
with the lights on it. So he came up in a hurry because he's going to cover this. And we got this guy going in and out, probably getting statements. There's probably people
Because a
inside.
buddy of mine's in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say there's probably people in there giving statements
Right.
of what they heard or whatever. So,
See you later on, man.
all right, have a good one.
Take care of yourself.
You too. So, that was a neighborhood gentleman that lives right near here, and he came down to see what was going on. So he was talking about other crimes that have happened on this street earlier. So I'm familiar with how much crime is down here. He's like, this is almost as bad as Colfax anymore. It's like, well, I can't exactly agree with that. I mean, you look at the street here, and if you look all the way down there, you don't even see any traffic down there. You know, it's almost 2:30 in the morning, and you know, Colfax, you see cars all the time. 38th, not so much. Well, there's a couple cars there, but you know, you still get the point there. It's not busy like Colfax, and you don't have an extreme amount of people walking through either. I mean, it isn't the best neighborhood either. So it's a little bit rough, but not that bad. Not to go on Zoloft. I don't know if you guys can pick up their voices, tell me. They stopped talking at the moment too. Oops, kicking my stand. I wonder if I come over here, pick up the voices. So there isn't much evidence out here for them to be marking, photographing, and picking up. So question is how long are they going to have this street closed while they investigate? I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'm sure it belonged to the victims. To the victim. Let me see if I can figure out what that is. I don't know. What do you guys think that is? Shooting?
What's that?
A shooting?
Oh, really? I'm from Memphis. We got a bunch of those.
Yeah. Well, it's a homicide scene now, so.
Really? Shit. Happened in the bar outside.
I think right out here on the sidewalk.
Huh. Fuck.
Yeah, it could be a shoe. I don't know. There's stuff on the sidewalk. My people are asking what that is or trying to make it out. I can't make out what that
It
is.
looks like a shoe. It looks like you've seen the bottom side of it from here.
Yeah, could be. Could very well be.
I mean, I've got a 1200 lumen light at home. I could bring over here and show them and shit if you really wanted me to.
They get mad about those kind of flashlights.
Fuck, dude, I've got one on my bike I use, dude. It's
So I got one in the Jeep, but I don't bring it out for things. And it's not that it's not lit up, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, I do believe that is a shoe. At least one shoe. I can't tell what the other.
Backpack or purse.
Yeah,
But the hard object outside of it looks like it matches the one right there in a way, but it doesn't look like a shoe at the same time.
it's not a shoe. Look on the camera here.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like some kind of a case.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible it's a pull cue case.
I wonder who.
It is a pull hole type
I
bar.
wonder who. You know what? I was down in. I was in the Berkeley Inn tonight, and this guy came in there. Or he was already in there with like a group of 4 other dudes. He was Hispanic, and he's like, he comes over to me after the bar. He's like, "Hey man, you know this area is not the Highlands. It's called North Denver." I guess he looks at me thinking like I'm just some yuppie that's got a lot of money that, you know. I was like, yeah. I looked at him and I said, yeah, I'm not from here. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Because, quite frankly, you want to act tough? Motherfucker. There's only one other city in the fucking country that has more murders than we do. Get the fuck out of here. Like, you know, fucking come to me or you're North Denver. Fucking, you fucking kidding me, bro? This is like the suburbs in Memphis. Get fucking real. You know? Like,
Yeah.
like, who the fuck are you talking about, man? And he's
Just tell him to go out to Saudi Aurora.
He's Hispanic, so he there's other dude comes in that's white, and he starts making these comments about yuppies, and it's like, oh, I start hearing him start talking about detention camps. I'm like, okay, so you're Hispanic, and you don't like what's being on about Hispanic people, so I was like, every white person that walks in here is like a Trumpster, motherfucker. I'd like to see him assassinated. You're fucking real. I'd buy the fucking bullet, okay? Like, you fucking, like this, I ain't the fucking gringo you think I am. And another thing, I'm from Memphis, bitch. I have 300 fucking murders a year. The fuck you think you are, motherfucker?
Yeah.
A knife in my pocket right now, I'll stick in your fucking neck, you piece of shit. And he'd give people a hard time. And I'm just wondering if his whole crew wandered over here.
It could have been. They don't have the suspect in custody, so never know.
Yeah, I mean, I've bartended and worked in the service industry a long time. The feeling I got from this guy, from the moment he started talking to me, was this guy is looking
For trouble.
for trouble.
Oh yeah, you
He's
see him a
looking
lot.
for fucking trouble.
Oh yeah.
It's like, bro, man, look, dude, I get it, man. I get it, bro. You're Hispanic. You watch the news
He's
right
probably
now.
in one of the gangs.
I wouldn't have about to kiss his ass. You don't know who the fuck you talking to, boy. I'm from Memphis. It's fucking North Denver shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I ride my motherfucking $5,000 mountain bike through neighborhoods. He wouldn't. I guarantee you, he wouldn't fucking get out of his motherfucking car in.
Yeah.
Nutbush, Orange Mound, those places. If you know what Memphis is like, you want to hear about those. Voodoo Village.
Oh, we see it on YouTube.
What, Memphis? Yeah, the thing that just happened with the marshals down there. They shot the boy 21 fucking times. The kid came outside of the house in Fraser, Tennessee. Marshals were in town looking for him. And this kid, man, I don't like the cop violence thing. I'm not about it. But this motherfucker, I'm sorry. If you got marshals coming after you, you can't come outside of a house with guns blazing and try to hit them with your fucking car and not think that you're going to get completely lit the fuck up.
Yeah.
They must have shot him fucking, I don't know how many fucking times. They all unloaded their fucking guns on him.
Of course
And
they did.
like every fucking resident black neighbor in the fucking hood came out, and dude, it was ugly. It was fucking ugly.
Oh yeah. gets ugly fast when stuff like that happens.
The thing I hate about it, man, is like growing up in Memphis, I had my fair share of trouble with cops. It's the same thing that you hear black community complain about, like lying on the report, making shit up, like, you know, abusing the law. Like, it happened to me too, and I'm fucking white, you know? And it's
Happens
like
to a lot of
all you
people.
fucking ever hear on the news is like, it happens to a black dude, it happens to a black dude. Man, it happens to all sorts of folks.
You've not looked up the stuff on YouTube, I take it.
What's that?
You've not looked up any of this stuff on YouTube.
What do you mean? This stuff? This right here tonight?
Well, any of it. Like, I'm a First Amendment auditor. If you look up First Amendment audit on YouTube, you'll find stories, a lot of them.
About what you?
Police,
Stories that you put out?
police,
I have a friend in Memphis.
tyranny, the abuse of people.
I have a friend in Memphis. You ought to hook up with him on Facebook. His name's Hunter Dempster. He's causing such a stir that the chief of police called a meeting with him last week. Ed Stanton, the chief of police in Memphis, called a meeting with him.
Yeah.
Because
Is he on YouTube at all?
Oh, dude, he's on Facebook. He's probably one of the biggest activists.
doing?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good.
All right, how you doing?
I'm just riding a new bike in the neighborhood, and all these lights got me curious. Yeah. So he is a huge activist. Huge, big time, big time,
Mm-hmm.
big time. His name's Hunter Dempster. Look him up on Facebook.
Well, I don't do Facebook.
Oh, you
but,
don't? Okay.
I do YouTube. A lot of us do YouTube. Facebook is just BS. They just spy on you. A lot of bullshit on
That's
it.
one of the things that, but that's one of the things he's catching the cops for. There was a lawsuit in Memphis where the cops were getting sued because they were actually spying on activists and protesters.
They
and-
do that here too.
And well, there was a lawsuit. There was a lawsuit in Memphis, and the police lost.
Well, that's a good thing.
The police lost. So
They spy on us here. They conspire against us here.
really,
Oh yeah, we
You
got
know-
evidence of it too.
oh, the police in Memphis lost a case because they were giving dude. The ACLU.
Hey guys, just a heads up, we're gonna back this up a little bit to the other side of the street. So-
Sure.
The other side. Great. Cameras here. They're pushing us back.
I mean, just buy a drone and fly it over the damn thing, take a picture and go. It's back for us to set the tape.
Yeah, and I was in a bar, my buddy's bar in Memphis a year ago, and found a cop's gun left in the fucking bathroom. Loaded Sig Sauer 9mm.
Yeah.
Fucking safety off.
Yeah.
Fucking found it in the back.
Yeah.
I've been giving them hell for that ever since it fucking happened, man. I'm on the mayor's Facebook page, and I fucking say something to him about it every day. He never fucking responds to it. I was like, hey, so what's up? I was like, I found a cop's loaded gun in the bar of a bathroom, and you can't do anything about it. Like,
They don't care.
I called the news about it, called the mayor about it, no one did fucking shit. They didn't do fucking shit. I should have kept the cop's gun, thrown it in the fucking river, and make his ass fucking sweat for the next fucking couple weeks.
Wonder if his gun is going to turn up in a murder scene.
Oh, man, I know. Make his ass sweat.
So, what do you guys think of that? Cameras here, and the detective is pushing us back across the street. Yeah, I know. My assault camera's just tearing them up, ain't it? We only have 20 watching tonight, but I'm competing against other YouTubers that are live streaming that have action going. This isn't much for action, even though it's a shooting scene. They're standing around a lot, basically, is what they're doing. So, but because the camera's here, they're pushing us back. Go figure, right? I got my footage to begin with for the stringer though, so I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, but here, like, you don't really, I mean, like, you're not suspecting to really do anything wrong here. I mean, like, the shooting, they're just like cleaning up and stuff, you know, like, what do you?
We're used to this getting pushed back because we have a camera. if we were just standing there and I didn't have the camera, they would have pushed us back.
Oh yeah, and that has become an issue with them starting to abuse their rights and saying what you can film and what you can't.
Yeah.
It's a
It's-
problem.
it's-
I don't want to get your camera.
Yeah, I know.
It's a problem in Memphis, and the police just lost the whole fucking case.
So we now have new tape coming up, guys. And we're
Well, there's
right on
the
the
case
edge.
here, too.
Oh, he's taking it to there instead of the stop sign. Come on, take it to the stop sign. He could take it to the stop sign because he said the other side of the street, and he's obviously taking it past that. It's like, really?
You gotta wonder who grows up and wants to be a police officer.
Tyrants, bullies, tyrants and bullies. So, camera is here, so I am now at the tape again, where they pushed me back to. It's kind of like a spider web, ain't it, guys? Going through here. Look at all that tape through this scene. I got my orange safety vest on tonight. I picked up a couple safety vests so that I can stand out here in the middle of the street and not get yelled at for dark clothing. He also, well, he gave me the vest so I can go on the scenes, like the semi. Yeah, they don't seem to care here. The semi rollover, the flip on the highway the other night. I happen to know the tow truck driver that was operating that, and I didn't know that he was there. And he told me today he's the only one that handles the semi truck wrecks. So he gave me a vest, and he says to me, first off, he says, "Well, you could have been on the scene with me." And I'm like, "Well, I didn't know that you were on the scene." Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All this tape's for me. So he gave me a vest, a couple vests really, and he says, "I'll give you a call the next time we get a call for a wreck." And I'm like, cool. So the next semi wreck that he has to go on, I'm gonna get the call for it, and I'll get the film on the scene, right up in the accident. So how's that for cool, guys? Don't have to ride with the cop. Just have to know the people that handle the wrecks. So their new perimeter has gone from the edge of the house over there to over here to over there and across the street now. So they've expanded it by like 20-30 yards now because I'm on this side of it. So they moved me way back. And nice of them. Oh, Poor Dirt Farmer, you said hi to me earlier. I was talking to the other guy. So hello, how you doing? Sorry for not saying hi earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt the one guy talking to me. It's kind of strange now. It's twice tonight that people come up and talk to me. Just, wandered up and started talking. Hopefully I'll get this footage for this stringer sold and make it worthwhile tonight, right? What's up, Veronable? So I don't know any details of this shooting that has happened here, other than they have not caught a suspect and that the victim has died. it definitely had something to do with the bar. There's still people in the bar that they were taking statements from. They might have taken him out the back door to get him out of the bar. I don't know why that cop has his hood up on his car. That's interesting. Oh, I'm at work too now, for Honorable. Matter of fact, I'm gonna move to over there. Maybe get a better view. They can push you back so far, but there's still usually a good view. By the way, when I arrived and parked over here next to these bushes, I had some officers coming by, searching the bushes and the ground for, whoops, keep kicking my stand, sorry, for evidence. Watch, see this sign here? They'll probably push me back there because I'm coming around this way. There we go. There you guys go. Front row seat again. Till they push me back again. Right? I don't know what the deal was with him having the hood up on the patrol car. Oh, now his lights are on. He must have had a connection problem on the battery or something. Interesting. How you doing, Wendy G? So, let's see how many vehicles we got here now. 1, 2, 3. I think there's another one over there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's 9 vehicles here now. No, his lights were completely dead on that car a minute ago, so nothing was flashing on it. I think he had a connection problem or something. And I think he fixed it. So this is the Beer Depot Tavern. And there's been more than one fight happened in this place, I can guarantee you that. Let me zoom in on these guys. They're still going in and out of the bar. I still see people in the bar. Looks like, yeah, there's still people in there. So they can't drink, bars are closed, but they obviously can't leave either. Yeah, it was a bar shooting, but it happened outside, I believe. But I cannot swear that it happened outside. So there's stuff laying on the ground right there. Look, one thing looked like a shoe. I'm not sure what the other things are that are laying there. I couldn't tell that. The shooting could have very well have happened inside of the bar. So the tape across right there was the original tape line till they moved me back, for those that have joined. But they've added new tape and pushed me back. All right, one vehicle's leaving. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9, now we're down to 8, and I think there's actually at least one more vehicle that I can't see. Maybe even 2 vehicles that I can't see. So there's still a lot of vehicles here. A lot of cops are still here. and a whole lot of nothing going on. They're just standing around. We see this at every scene, don't we, guys? Yes, they did die. The victim did die. They were taken off to the hospital and they died. I don't know if it was en route to the hospital or at the hospital that they died, but this is a homicide scene now. I'm gonna grab my drink. My Jeep's right behind me. I'm gonna let you guys watch for a minute. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So now my well, it ain't, I guess you could call it a guest. Everybody else from the neighborhood's coming around. So my new guest here at the scene. Can you see him? Can you guys see him? Yep, Bunny Rabbit. He's my company over here now. So even the Bunny Rabbit came over here to see what's up. He's like, "What's up, Doc?" So everybody in the neighborhood's coming up to me for being that bad of a neighborhood. You know, it's you would think that'd be a little bit odd. Bunny's a suspect. That could be. I don't know. I haven't asked the guys what the suspect look like. I'm the only one out here on the scene. There could have been somebody doing a stringer here earlier. Obstruction. Disturbing the peace, dude. Don't, you know, that rabbit is disturbing the peace. Yeah, that too. Yep. Boy, that would be a buzzkill being in that bar when that happened. Right, guys? I don't see anybody in the window there anymore. I hear bottles, though. Sounds like out back of the place. Where'd all the cops go to? See one, two of them hanging out over there maybe? Maybe they sent off for donuts or something. They're waiting for the donuts to show up. I know they're definitely waiting for crime scene investigators. What kind of bar is this? It's like a pool hall. It's called the Beer Depot. When I played billiards, pool, I was on a league, and this bar was one of the bars I used to come to play against the team that played here. So they got some pool tables in there, and you know, the usual. So that's the kind of bar it is. They also have live music apparently at times. They might even had live music tonight. I don't know. Phone number's right there though. I wonder if anybody called the bar, if they'd answer it, if they'd answer any questions. It kind of looks like a biker bar, but I've actually have not ever noticed a large amount of bikes at this bar. I don't think this has ever really been known as a biker bar. Why did I quit playing? Well, I was playing in leagues back then, but back then I got hit by a car while riding a bicycle, and it screwed up my left arm and left shoulder. And I discovered real quick I couldn't play pool anymore because of it. I play every now and then now, but nothing like I did before. I mean, I played pool every night and played in leagues and tournaments. I used to be pretty good. I ran some tournaments too at some bars. And when the really good players came in to play in those tournaments is the nights that I would play. Most of the time I wouldn't play. I just let the regulars play against themselves. And when the really good ones came in is when I played, because I didn't want them just walking in and stomping all over the guys at the bar. You know what I mean? The regulars at the bar. So I wouldn't let them win. That wasn't very nice, I guess. But they enjoyed the competition. I mean, if it's just a walk in the park, you know, 5-minute game and boom, they're walking out of there with all the money. You know, what's the fun in that? So, hang on a second. I'm going to try to clean my lens on the camera, because it looks like it's getting dirty or something. Oh, come on. Stay still. Alright. Hopefully that improves the picture quality. Cleaning the lens on the camera. But I used to work at a bar, and it was a biker bar, by the way. And that's back when I did drink and I did play pool. And I'd hold the table that I was on until I wanted to take a break from it. And I'd let somebody win. So I could play, you know, 20 games of pool before I'd get off the pool table for a while. I was the captain of my teams, any of the teams that I was in. And I did miss playing pool. Had my own pool stick. My pool stick got ruined because it didn't get stored correctly, and heat warped it. So that stick that I had is trashed now. So I can still play fairly decent even for not playing in so long, but nothing like I did before. Oh yeah, it's definitely a fun game. Takes a lot of work to work a table correctly. No, I never used it on anybody's head. Where's the crime scene investigators? Like riding a bike? Yeah, I can still play fairly decent even this many years after. But I notice like if I play, the first game I'm not on the ball as good. But once I played a few games and get warmed up a little bit, the better I'm playing. A bad back affect your game? Oh yeah. So my shoulder just got completely screwed up when I had that accident. I still have issues with it too. That's why I can't go back to working on cars. So now I work on computers and do this. And I had to teach myself computers. Did I play better with beer in me? It didn't really matter actually. But having a beer did seem to help with calming down and staying, well, calm is one word, but relaxed. There we go. To stay relaxed while playing the game. Focused, yes. Help with focus and staying relaxed. So it didn't matter if I drank or not, though. I was still good because during that I did quit drinking and I still played, very well. Blue felt with a logo horse. What a Denver Bronco table. Orange felt with blue horse. You've learned a little bit, You learned about my past 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago. But for years and years I played pool. So, detective finally comes out. I had a nice pool stick. It's junk now. I hear sirens. I don't have the scanner on the EMT and fire for Denver. I should. I might pick up another call that way because standing out here can get boring. So I'm going to turn on the scanner for the fire and the EMTs. We'll see what's happening around here. So if anything interesting happens, I'll just leave here and go to the other scene. Am I gonna make what? D-Live account for live streaming? I don't know. I don't know what D-Live is. I know that Val's been playing around with D-Live, but I haven't checked it out yet. What kind of content's on D-Live? I mean, is it like YouTube, only a lot different, or what? Free stream to stream to 30 different platforms at once? Wow. Better than YouTube? So where does your content end up then? I mean, you're streaming to 30 different sites. Does your stream, uh, your video end up on 30 different sites when you do that? Come on, where's all the investigators? How come I'm not picking up a single call yet? We got 27 people listening to the Denver Fire Alerting and EMS. And I haven't heard a single call yet, and I've been listening for 2 minutes. Over 2 minutes. And that's a little bit unusual. Huh. Okay, well, I don't do Facebook. They kicked me off of Facebook a long time ago. I didn't use my real name on there. Oh, there we go. Now we got something.
7-2, got you, code 8. I'm gonna have you guys make it 302, please. 302.
No idea what that's about.
That's 307.
The investigators have not even shown up yet. Detective keeps coming in and out on the phone though. Facebook jail for 30 days. Yeah. I used an alias on Facebook, and I used it for like 5 years. I played Farmville and stupid games on it. And then they decided that I needed to give them my real name. And I told them, you know, to go jump in a lake. I wasn't about to scan my driver's license and send it to them to prove who the hell I am. And that's basically what they wanted me to do. So they shut me down. Ghost real name is Tyrone. Nah. Yeah. They don't like it when you don't use your real name on Facebook. Big old boom. That was a fireworks, so I could hear the fireworks going off from it. Not a gunshot. Thought about going to the car show that's going on, I think it's tomorrow. There's a car show with airplanes flying over at one of the airports. So I thought about going to it and live streaming it when the airplane started flying over. There was a jet flying over the city earlier today, military jet. Yeah, they do have gunshot detectors now. They were just testing them last month, I think. These officers just standing around, man, doing nothing. Most of them are sitting in their cars. You know, if I went around to the other side where the tape isn't so far. Oh, they did move the tape back farther over there too. Looks like. Yeah, they did. So they thought ahead and moved the tape further. You can see the tape here, but if you look down the street further, there's another tape over there that they moved it back over there too. They're going in the back way. 3:11 already, guys. Wow.
The crop department, number 214, code 10 and a 25 mil possibly fell off the balcony.
Look at a guy that fell off the balcony. Which cross?
Parking Walnut, from 10 and switch the test one.
Wonder if the detective's leaving.
That's 312.
So a guy fell off the balcony at some place. I didn't even bother listening to the address to it. It's like a fall with injuries. It's like, yeah, falling, can't get up. So, but yeah, a balcony fall, that's a little bit different. So they definitely moved the tape back on that side. They thought ahead before I went around to that side to record.
Park County West of Walnut. Park in Walnut. Lumber and a cheese.
All the flashing lights for nothing out here, right? I wonder if the scene's inside the bar. That's a possibility with the way they got the tape up, that the actual scene's inside of the bar. And they brought the guy outside to the ambulance and they took his shoes off there, and that might be a jacket or something, before they put him in the ambulance. The crime scene guys could be inside working the scene in there. And that's why we're not seeing anything out here. Yeah, gunshot detectors kind of need buildings and stuff where the echo will bounce off of. Can't be in the open that easy, probably. They could have vehicles down that alley. The crime scene investigation vehicles could be there, and they're going in the back door instead of the front door, working this scene. I mean, I can kind of look in the window there, but you don't really see a whole lot there. Let me take a look and see if I can spot anything through that window over here. No, I can't see anything in that window to see what's going on in there. I was the bouncer, HP. It was the 92nd Avenue Tavern that I worked at. I was the bouncer, basically. They did karaoke on Sunday nights, and that place would be packed with people. Occasionally there'd be fights. That was before I injured my shoulder. I was also the bar back for washing their dishes, served a few beers. You know, the usual fun stuff.
Police say that they're on, the patient on the second floor by apartment 214.
But the bar isn't open anymore at the 92nd Avenue Tavern, but it was definitely a biker bar. Some bikers owned it, but they were old bikers.
I need you to 1510 Little Raven, 1610 Little Raven, 9 and switch to pack 1.
Heard about a bunch of bar fights. Actually, no, I haven't heard.
1610
I never paid attention to the bar fights in Brighton or any of them.
Police draft at past 9, front party with foot injury on truck.
I'm hoping for a better call on the radio, guys. Okay, Wendy G, thank you for dropping by. I'm hoping for a better call to go to, or another stringer popping up, since I'm down here in Denver, which can happen. There could be another shooting or accident or just about anything, really. You never know what'll pop up. So my 38th Avenue shooting is the only one that's showing. You'll stay nearby? Okay. I was hoping I'd have a notice on my mail that my video has been downloaded, but I haven't received that. So tonight might be a bust for the stringer video. which would suck, but it happens. This scene is like ghost town here. The only thing here is a bunch of cars parked out here with lights flashing on them. Cops aren't even out standing around anymore. Not like when I first came up. Makes you wonder though if they're doing everything out that back door and going through the alley where that one car is parked over there, right there, so you can't see it. I mean, there's a minimum of 7 officers on this scene. I only know where one of them's at. The one in that car with the car door open. Matter of fact, I can't even verify that he's even in that car down there. The one right there in the alley. There's one guy in this car here. I do know that. On the left has somebody in it. The other one, there might be somebody in that one too. Yeah, there is. So there's one in that one, there's one in that one. So they must be sitting in their cars watching movies right now. That's one of their favorite things to do. Did you know that? Is to watch movies while they're sitting in their cars when there's nothing to do like this, so that they have something to do to stay awake.
Okay, thanks. I'll see you back here. 322.
I think Richie's. Cops getting tattoos and donuts this morning. Could be. Yeah, it is a tattoo shop right next door, huh? There's no donut shop here though. At least that I know of. There could be one down here. I haven't seen anybody bringing in donuts though. The one detective left. I never did see the other vehicle that approached where they went. It looks like that car is left too. I think the detectives have left the scene. And that just leaves crime scene investigators to do their work. So they got this street closed down for basically nothing if the shooting took place inside of the bar. They're watching me, watching them. Yeah, could be. Something on Wadsworth? I don't know. Oh, there's somebody. That's a detective. Well, I can't say that's a detective. Yeah, suit and tie. That's a detective right there. I'm seeing vehicles down the street there. I couldn't tell what they were. They turned around or something. So I don't know what's going on there. More people leaving. They could have exited by the alley and I didn't see them. So I don't know what this detective's doing. Does that look like he's got a camera pointed at me, guys? What do you think? Oh, that was a spotlight there. Where'd he go? There he is. Thought it was a camera, but it's just a spotlight on the car. When I was, yeah, HP, that'd be funny. When I was out at the scene in Adams County for the assault robbery, illegal burn. Somebody has a bonfire in their backyard. When I left the scene of that assault robbery, I actually had a police car follow me into the next county, into Jefferson County, just to get my license plate from that one, because I was filming the police. I was still live when they were behind me. I just didn't say anything on the camera. I was watching them though. They pulled off of me after they got my plate though. They didn't pull me over. They just wanted to know who I was. I was working a stringer, so I didn't really care. I didn't stick around to watch the cops for that one, but I did go live for it. I had you guys live with me for part of it. But I've never had them follow me like that before that. It ain't gonna be the last time they do that either. Can guarantee that. They always want to know. You guys bored yet? Nobody's saying anything. Oh yeah. Bad cops definitely hate to be on YouTube. They hate to be on any camera. Those are the first ones to yell that you can't film, because they don't want their tyranny recorded. Lots of pretty lights, huh? Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a lot of action on this scene, guys. I think the scene's actually inside the bar. And that's why you don't see them out here, you know?
Search at 45th and Sherman. 9 for now. Stay with me. I'll get right back to you. Okay.
Get in there. Yeah. How many crime scene tapes do I have to cross to get in there? I count at least 4. Alarm bells ringing. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah.
respond to an unconscious party at East 45th Avenue and North Sherman Street.
Sherman and 45th.
Respond to an
Unconscious party.
East 45th Avenue and North Sherman Street. Engine 9, respond
They can't
to an
just let them.
unconscious party at
Oh, here we got something going here.
and North Sherman Street. Time is 0330.
They can't just let them sleep. Unconscious party. Yeah, they drank themselves into a stupor and now are sleeping. It's actually a very comfortable night out here. It's like 70 degrees out, roughly. So this is actually comfortable to sleep in without a blanket or anything. Unconscious party at 3 a.m. Who would think it? Are you sure they're not asleep? Right? Just, flat out asleep rather than unconscious. Yeah, that scene's got to be inside the bar. That's why we're not seeing much for action. So this is going to remain a boring scene until they come out and clean up that stuff out on the ground. Because they're working the scene inside. Come on, give us a good call to go to, and we'll find some action.
That'll be code 10 now, 45 in Sherman, and switch the attack one. Thank you, at 332.
45th and Sherman still. Code 10.
69.
Huh. I haven't looked up the firemen and EMT codes yet. EMS.
GBR, code 9, and switch the attack one. Sherman in southbound, just north of, Colna. Well, I'm in a summer maybe, I will
Oh yeah, I want to catch up with Engine 20 again and film them again. You know I do.
9 Chambers, GBR 9, comes there with a pistol.
What do we got here? GBR? A pistol? Thank you, HP 111. What's a GBR? Anybody have any clue what that one's about?
Engine 5, respond to a case at 2060 South Madison Street. Engine 5, respond to a case at 2060 South Madison Street. Engine 5, respond to a case at 2060 South Madison Street. Time is 03. Engine 5, stand down. Engine 5, stand down. Engine 5, you can stand down.
Engine 5, stand down. They get the call and they're already telling them to stand down. Alright, we got another vehicle entering the scene here. On the right. Get some action going. They just allowed him through the tape. There's actually 2 vehicles coming in now. Maybe these are the crime scene guys. Some action finally, right? Cars pulling up. They're in suits. At least one's in a suit. And he's going to the back of the vehicle. Any bets they go through the back door?
Not very good.
We'll watch the car. I'll stay on the outside.
I think.
And we actually have some officers in the street down there. And we got this guy here. So we actually have some more action out here now. So we got 3 people from these vehicles, looks like, that just came in. And the detective coming out to talk to them. And we got 2 officers out on the street over there. Scene's becoming alive again.
Apartment 116. Engine 1, respond to a medical alarm at 1255 North California Street, apartment 116. Engine 1, respond to a medical
Hey Eric, fine, how you doing?
55 North California Street, apartment 116. Time is 0336.
Medical alarm on Galapago. Chest pains. Hey Jules, how you doing? So we got people right over there. Doesn't help that I lift that. Then you can't really see them because it's just a glare. Scanner app. So we got vehicles everywhere here. 3 over here, 1 there, 1 there, 2 more in the street, 2 more in the street down there. 6, 7, 8. So we're back up to at least 9 vehicles again. All the way up to 9 vehicles again. Did they? Cool. Oh, they've been live. Did they go off for a bit and then come back on? They do really good at hunting down them in LA. Oh, they've been live the whole time? James Allen, this is a shooting scene. Oh, he's going to take some pictures out here. Look at this. They're actually going to work. This is a investigator here, a crime scene investigator. So we're outside of the beer depot here, which is a tavern. And there was a shooting here. And the victim died either en route to the hospital or at the hospital. But the victim did die. And there is no suspect in custody. He's taking pictures out here, so maybe the shooting did take place out here. So they're working the scene now. The crime scene investigators are working the scene, finally. So this scene will be cleaned up before too long, I'm guessing. They had a fight with a fireman? Oh, man. They do really good at finding the cops, though, in LA. When I tune in every time, they're always finding them. I mean, they caught that one scene, and there was, what, at least a dozen cop cars there. I mean, I only have 9 here, but this is a shooting, a homicide scene now. The call for this originally that I came down here for was for a stringer for just a shooting, and the condition of the party was unknown at that time. Move tough guy. Ooh, yeah. Johnny 5-0. That's who I was talking about. Johnny 5-0 and Bell for Freedom. When they chase around for the cops. They do really good on the scanner and finding them. So this guy is getting a lot of pictures. So Johnny told him what? One's a shoe. I heard that. You can hear these guys talking. I'm going to stay silent for a bit. Detective and one of the officers in uniform. I don't know if they quit moving. We have another officer joining them now from the left. Yes, it's in Denver. Now they're putting up markers. Sure thing, Jules. So they're putting down the markers finally. Yeah, scene's waking up now that the investigators are here, crime scene investigators. So they're marking everything off. They're gonna photograph it some more. So the scene did happen out here, apparently. Now we know that much. At least I would assume it happened out here with the markers being out here. I need one of them boom mics. You can pick up their voices better. taking pictures up high. Wonder if there's some bullet holes in the side of the building.
And 65. Have a good night. Thanks, Mom. 47.
I wonder if I can swivel this without. I can, okay. I'm gonna do it that way. When they come back, I'll just swivel the head on the top instead of moving the whole stand. I need a real tripod is what I need. They're crime scene investigators. So technically she's a cop. Next they'll get their evidence bags out and bag the evidence. And then it'll be scene cleanup. And they'll open up the scene after these guys have processed the scene. And the scene will be done. I'm still hoping for a better call on the radio. Well, you're welcome, Tony Mac. Engine 20's going out on a call. 14th and Maple. I think. They'll call it again, I think.
I will do so, but I need to start you up that way. I might have a call for you.
Engine 20's too far away from me at the moment. Well, actually, they're not. They're just directly south of here. And a little bit to the east. I'm between Sheridan and Federal right now. Up at 38th. But that was Engine 20 getting the call. I didn't catch the full address. Did anybody catch the address on that? Nobody caught the address, I take it, for Engine 20? Yeah, I'm sort of near where the old Elitch's was. I'm, the main streets here is Tennyson and 38th is the nearest main streets. So yeah, I'm pretty near where the old Elitch's was. It's still down the street
302, please.
a little ways.
That's 351.
Yeah, so nobody caught where engine 20 was going. I heard 14th and something. But it was an unconscious party. They're probably not even going to be there long. Just my ears perk up when I hear that. I said Maple, but Maple I don't think is near there. I don't think that's what they had said. If I look on the map, I probably won't find a Maple in this district. I don't know, Jules, if he died at the hospital or en route. Oh, they're doing a 3D scanner, guys. Check this out. You get see some cool tech. So, I don't know if it was on the way to the hospital that he died or at the hospital. The officer did not specify it. He just said that he died. So they're getting out the 3D scanner. They're gonna map this scene out. Yeah, he didn't die here on this scene, but this became a homicide scene because this is where it happened at. So the ambulance came and picked him up, and if he died on the way to the hospital or at the hospital, I don't know. Yeah, James Allen, yeah. Yeah, Tony Mac, I try. So we get to see their cool toy here for their 3D mapping of the scene.
Fine.
I need to take their tripod.
I'm gonna switch you up for 201 instead, please. 201.
There it goes spinning around, see it?
Thank you at 354. Back.
Yeah, that's a fact, Tony Mac. I would be if they caught me. Yep. You'll see that camera spinning on the top of that tripod as it maps the area. It's moving right now.
Thank you.
It's moving slowly to map it. Actually, Otto has a tripod. We were talking about it before,
96 seconds.
that he has an
Cody.
extra tripod.
I'll search up for Bayon. Yeah, at 355.
You know, they actually have a camera that you could put on a tripod and it'll follow you. You put on, like, it's almost like a wristwatch. And you put it on and the camera follows you, and it can do this from a distance of several hundred yards. I think depending on which camera you get, I think it can go up to like 2,000 feet or something like that for the distance on it. So you could record yourself out in a field and the camera will stay on you the whole time as you wear that watch on your wrist.
So if you want to go down to 37th, you can just come right back up. Yeah, where's your house at?
He's sending them around. He ain't letting them walk to the scene. He ain't gonna escort them through the scene. See how much progress that camera's made. Doesn't look like it's moved a whole lot. But it takes a while to run the scene with it. Ow.
69. One Lawrence, 9 and switch to ATAC 1. Thank you, it's 357.
Takes a while for them to get that map, don't it? That stick that she's got right there, that helps them map it. So I don't even know if they've started mapping it yet. It looks like that camera's moved, but I'm not positive. Have to stay on that camera. Yeah, that camera's moving. It's definitely moving. As a matter of fact, I'm seeing flashes from it. It's scanning clear the hell over here. You guys see the laser? Did you see the flash from it? Yeah, see there's some more flashes. That's the laser mapping the area now. You can't see it with the naked eye that easy. There is a blinking light on top that you can see, the red light. But you can't see the lasers as easy unless it's actually flashing right at you. You can't see it on the ground or anything. Alright, the light stopped. I'm sure there was witnesses, but may or may not know. Might have been somebody that's never been to the bar before, or they just don't know who it is, or they do. That's hard to say. Well, they're just standing around down there now. There goes the camera moving again. Swinging all the way around. But I looked into that one camera that keeps an eye on you, like up to 2,000 feet away. Pricey camera. Real pricey. But that would be cool as all hell to have a camera on you from that distance away that zooms in on you as you're auditing or something. But they think that there's no camera on you, but there is, and they just don't see it because it's that far away. I know it's over $1,000 for that camera. You can get one that doesn't go that far of distance.
9 and switch to tag 1.
Yeah, the device is a wristband thing, like a watch, that it follows that device. So it stays on that device where it's recording. So it wouldn't matter if you were walking down the street or, you know, or wherever, as long as you picked a good spot for your camera that it ain't gonna get stolen, that it would follow you for your entire thing, that you're visible to it. Crime scene investigators seem to have disappeared though. I don't see where they're at. I don't even see them in the vehicles. Oh, wait a minute. Here they are. They were hiding behind it. They're coming back in now. They got the gloves on. I don't see bags yet to bag the stuff. There's a detective and 2 of the officers. So now that they've mapped it, looks like. I don't know if they're going to map some more or not. If they're going to map from the other side. See if they're going to set the camera up in another spot. No, she looks like she's setting it up again. So she's going to map from the front now. So we got another 5 minutes of mapping at least. You guys remember the story where the body was found up there in Arvada? Not the one on I-70 in Wadsworth, but the one that was over like on Ward Road. Any of you remember that story I did the recording on? Where the person was found in the car? I was peeking over the fence and they were 3D mapping it. Didn't catch that one. They did catch the person that was responsible for that one. That one was a boyfriend that strangled the lady that was found in the car. I didn't know it was a lady until the story came out. Get out of the scene real quick. And then they're gonna map some more there. And we'll watch the camera spin around again, all on its own. Well, that's like the other one that I did out in Aurora that was a shooting. That was a correctional officer out there in Aurora that was directly east of the courthouse and the city hall and all that stuff. A correctional officer shot one of the neighbors over fireworks. He came home and kids were setting off fireworks, and he was upset about it. He was yelling at the kids, so the mother came out and the officer headbutted the lady, and the boyfriend of the mother came out, and I think he punched the officer, and the officer pulled out his gun and shot him. He got charged with murder, by the way, on that one. So So they're out there hiding behind there. They're remote controlling that camera is what they're doing. I don't see the light flashing on the top of that one. Yeah, one of the few times that an officer, correction officer, not a police officer, gets charged with a crime. I do like following the stories that I've covered. Yeah, solo shot. That's the camera. That's some pricey equipment. But for the solo auditor that has a area that they can cover that way, would be cool to have, you know. That's like not now, maybe later, doing his audits out there in the middle of nowhere. We got another officer that just came in. This is not a Denver police officer that pulled up. That is not Denver, I don't believe. That looks like Lakewood or something. 958. Oh, close to 1,000. That looked like Lakewood car that was over here, which was kind of weird because we're fair distance away from Lakewood. Straight west of here, when you hit 38th, that would be Wheat Ridge. I suppose that could have been a Wheat Ridge car, but I don't know. I don't know what they were doing down here. There's a red light blinking, so they're recording right now. Their camera's moving. Definitely seeing that camera move in a funky way. I think there's a gyroscope in the camera. It's like it's going back and forth, left and right when it's doing this. Can you guys see that? Or is that just the light reflecting behind it that makes it look like it's going back and forth? That was a Thornton police car? Really? You guys can make that out? We're a long ways away from Thornton. Oh my God. Well, I know the camera's moving, but it made it look like it was going left and right, and bouncing a little bit. I know they got a gyroscope in it. It spins it up and the laser shoots out and, you know, does weird stuff. Well, if that was a Thornton car, they were a long ways away from Thornton. Long ways. So I have no idea what they would be down here doing, especially since he didn't even stop. He just came down here and then turned around and left. Maybe he's looking for another scene to be at. Lakewood? I thought it was Lakewood. Wheat Ridge. Look up Wheat Ridge cars. They might be the same as Lakewood. It definitely wasn't a Mountain View car, which is close to here as well. Because they'll go from 38th to like 44th for Mountain View on the other side of Sheridan. Their cars look different than that, though, I believe. Yeah, if anything, I would say it was a Wheat Ridge car. Still doesn't make any sense why they came down here, though. How you doing, QLD Cop Watch? YouTube Auditor, how you doing? A Winchell's or a Dunkin' Donuts. There's a few Dunkin' Donuts here. Not very many of them. All right, that section of mapping is done. Playing in the rain. You got some rain there? There's not rain here. We're going to do another section of recording over here.
Respond to a breathing problem at 2601 North Locust Street. Engine 26, respond to a breathing problem at 2601 North Locust Street.
We got some people inside the bar still. So wind chills in Aurora. Yeah. You know what I like for donuts is Lamar's. Lamar's has some of the best donuts. They're a little bit more pricey, but man, they have good donuts. They blow wind chills out of the water when it comes to donuts. The Lamar's, where's Lamar's? They got a lot of locations for Lamar's. I think 6th and Broadway. I don't know, I can look them up. They got locations all around. But they have got some really good donuts. There's one up at 100th and Wadsworth. There's they're all over the place, except Brighton, of course. Try them. Lamar's is good. What do we know about this scene? Okay, QLD, this is a shooting scene. The victim has died, so this is a homicide scene. And these are the crime scene investigators. They're mapping it out. The suspect is not in custody, is what the officer had told me. They don't have a suspect in custody. All right. Then those are Lamar locations. So as you can see, there's one up there by Boulder. C right there, that's at 100th and Wadsworth. A and B, whoops. A and B's like on Broadway. One's on 6. I don't remember what the other was. Some out there in Aurora, some down south. So there's quite a few Lamar's locations. So, and actually, the Lamars are now open right now. A lot of them close really early, 2 p.m. and the Westminster one closes at 6 p.m. and yep, cop nip chat again. So they got them all over the place. The nearest one looks to be 3.8 miles away from here, and it is open. Let me see here. That's the one at 6th and near Broadway. That's, I think, their original location for it. So they got one in Littleton, they got one south of 6th and Broadway down at, what's the cross streets on that one? Looks like near Santa Fe and Mississippi, maybe? No, Evans. Okay. They got some out in Aurora. They got one out on Yosemite and Hampton. Okay, QLD. Thank you for dropping by. Yep, shooter suspect is not in custody. Oh yeah, donut places are open. It's 4:20 in the morning, guys. Let's see here. We got another Lamar's at East Iliff and near Havana. Where else? There's a few of them around. So there's two of them out in Aurora. There's one down there by Lone Tree. This is a shooting scene at the bar of the beer depot. It was called in originally as a shooting scene. The victim has died. So we just don't know if it was on the way to the hospital or at the hospital that they died. And currently the crime scene investigators are mapping the scene with the 3D mapper. That's the device there on the left, right there. That's their 3D mapper. They're mapping it. So that's what I'm focused on right now, is their 3D mapping. 3 hours into the future. Oh, cool. How's traffic gonna be then if you're 3 hours in the future? Should be okay. Cool. Glad to hear it. Yeah, my stringer video has not been downloaded from what it looks like. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get paid for this job, guys. But you never know. You can still sell. Come on. Their camera's moving now, so they're mapping it. the cleanup should happen pretty soon. Yeah, that's their 3D mapping camera. That's moving out there. That's how they 3D map it. Map the area. Oh yeah, you know those things are expensive. There's still people inside of the bar. You can see through the window there. People moving around. Yeah. They might be going inside after this to process the scene inside there. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened outside, what happened inside the bar. For a while, it was kind of dead here, waiting for the crime scene investigators to get here. Well, I'm on a tripod, sort of. It's a light stand, actually. They'll be done with their 3D mapping here pretty soon, though. Then they should be bagging the stuff up outside. Alright, I just heard something. We're all the way up on volume. It's a slow moving scene today. That pole right there has to do with the 3D mapping as well. It's got a sensor head or something. I'm not sure its function. So the pole is not part of the crime scene, it's part of the 3D mapping system. Probably tells distance, height, things like that, so that it has a reference point for their 3D mapping. So now they're got the evidence bags, it looks like, maybe. They're going to be bagging the evidence up. They've already photographed it and mapped it, so now it's just a collecting of it now. She has a mask on. And gloves, of course. Oh, he is doing more photographs. See, this is CSI Denver, right? Except you don't get cool actors. You don't get the end results either. Because CSI never chases after the bad guys. That's what the cops do, the detectives. The shows just make it look good, you know? Yeah, these guys here, They thought they'd be getting into an exciting field. It's not all that exciting, really. They don't interview suspects. They just collect evidence and process it, and they rarely see the end results of it, other than, well, they can. Uh,
7-2. Doesn't make it 201, please.
they can end up in court for testifying as to evidence, but their job is not that exciting. Come on, lady, quit talking and do your job. Get the evidence collected, get the scene cleaned up, get the street open. They're waiting on him. They're waiting on the detective to come out. Really? So we got another vehicle that has entered the scene. A van. But, well, I don't know if it's a van. Can't really see it now because it's parked behind the other CSI vehicle. But another person has came on the scene. So we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we now have 10 vehicles on the scene for sure, and maybe more. So the other one there, he's got his tailgate open. He's parked behind the other one. So he's getting something out of there. I don't even know if that's a police vehicle or not. For all I know, that could be a media guy. You know what I mean? Inside the tape over there. He's got... What's he got here? A bag or something. I don't know what he's got. I'm not sure what that is. It's another CSI guy though. He's got the brown shirt like the lady does. So it's definitely the crime scene guy. Another crime scene guy. So I don't know what the paper's for. I don't even know how good my battery's doing. Oh, we're down to 34%. We're getting way down there, guys. I better grab my battery. I'll be right back. do we got going on, guys? All right, we're plugged in. How you doing, Blue Eyes? Somehow make me a suspect for filming? No, not really. I mean, I'm sure they know who their suspect is. I'm sure they got a idea who the suspect is. But like I was talking about earlier, I've been followed from scenes by police officers getting my license plate. At least one time that I know of. Alright, what do we got there? Is that clothing that they cut off of the victim? And a shoe. Oh, that's what the paper's for, where they were setting the things on it. So we got one shoe. I don't know what else they got there. Their brown bag in it though, right? So the paper was probably to collect anything on the clothing. So they would open up the clothing piece and if anything dropped out of it, that it would drop onto the paper. Then they would collect the paper. I think they're looking for bullet holes on the side of the building as well.
Colorado 9, North 10 activity, and respond to an auto accident with injury at North Colorado Boulevard and East 9th Avenue.
Accident with injuries at Colorado and 9th. What do you guys think?
Respond to an auto accident with injury at North Colorado Boulevard and East 9th Avenue. 0434.
No, I think it was to collect anything that dropped out of the clothing. So we got an accident with injuries at 9th and Colorado Boulevard. I just don't know how bad of it would be, and I don't know the distance either. But this guy's looking for bullet holes on the side of the building. Let me see here. Let me bring it up. 9th and Colorado Boulevard. See how far of a distance it is in travel wise. About a 15-minute drive to it, guys. Well, I don't even know if it'd be a good accident or not. You know, by the time we get there, the firemen could be there and gone because they weren't injured enough to require assistance, or it could be where they are going in the ambulance, and you know, you never know. But it's 15 minutes away. What do you guys think? Let's take a vote. Who wants to go to the accident? And who wants to stick around here? Not you? So you want to stay here? Okay. Yeah, they'll be done with this scene before too long. This lady's coming up to this, trying to get through the crime scene tape. She's just gonna have to back up and turn around. Yeah, I'll stick here, I guess. This isn't interesting enough stuff here now that the scene is being processed.
Excuse me. What happened?
Shooting.
At the bar?
Yeah. So they'll have this processed and cleaned up before too long. And I can just head home after this. I don't have to go to another call. And it is getting to be morning. I haven't slept yet, so. If a stringer pops up though, I would go to it.
Chestnut. Okay, switch the exact one. At 439.
Dirt stain on monitor? Really? I cleaned the lens. It might be picking up light.
Actually, no, one party in the Maltose turnaround. RTS was has infections and chill.
So they still got their 3D camera out here. Oh, okay, Jason. Yours. Okay. So they got part of it cleaned up. If another stringer were to pop up, I would go to that in a heartbeat and drop this for, because I've already done it. Because my stringer didn't sell for this one that I know of so far. Nothing's popped up on the stringer though. These guys are moving in slow motion again. Bagging their evidence, sealing it. They all like disappeared behind their vehicle. Yeah, I'm starting to get tired.
Respond to Alexis code 9
I didn't catch. I caught the address of 1749 East 32nd. There's South Federal. I didn't catch the one, what the call was on 32nd. Man, they got multiple ones going off. Oh, I buffered a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it buffered all of a sudden. I haven't had a buffer issue all night until now. There's an assault. Listen to the radio going nuts, guys. Oh my God. Radio's just going off everywhere now. Can't even keep track of all the calls. They just ended their chase. Dispatcher just got back from lunch. Could be. From breakfast. But yeah, all of a sudden, all these calls coming in. Call after call after call. And they're going over the top of each other. I couldn't even keep track of what was what. That was like 4 calls on top of each other. The 32nd Avenue one, the South Federal one. I couldn't even catch all the addresses on them. There was an assault call though, which means the police would be there. But I didn't catch that address. How you doing, Marine Vet Mom? This guy stopped processing the scene. Yes, Invictus Media, I do. Just not when there's stringer calls like this one. This one's a shooting scene, guys. The original call for the stringer said that there was a shooting here and the condition of the victim was unknown. And I arrived here and I filmed the scene and submitted it and got some information to include with it, which is that the victim had died either en route to the hospital or at the hospital. And this turned into a homicide scene. All right, you're coming back. See him process some more of the scene, right? No, this is not Colfax. We're on 38th and Stuart. The shooter of the suspect, they do not have the suspect in custody. All right, they're putting away their 3D camera. So they're putting away their 3D camera now. Finally. And then they still got the rest of the stuff here to pick up, process. They got a few markers still out here. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 markers still out here on the scene. So they haven't cleaned up the scene completely. But they're getting to it. You know who that is? Yeah, I know who that is. Alright, are they coming back to the scene now? No, they're at the back of the other vehicle now. They got their 3D camera mapper put away. Hey, Bell for Freedom, how you doing? You're missing all the fun, Bell. We're on a homicide scene. It started as a shooting scene, but the victim died en route to the hospital or at the hospital, one of the two. So this turned into a homicide scene. So they're processing the scene now. This is in front of the bar, the beer depot. This tavern is like a pool hall. I played pool in this particular bar a long time ago. So the original stringer that I did for this stated Denver officers are working a shooting in the 4300 block of West 38th Avenue. One party transported to the hospital, condition unknown. West 38th Avenue is closed in both directions between Raleigh and Tennyson. That was the original stringer that went out to us to be recorded, and I accepted it and came down here. And I've been on the scene ever since, of course. After I did the stringer and submitted it, I went live and have been recording their scene. So this is the bar entrance right here, and there's still people inside the bar. Some of these might be patrons of the bar, by the way, that are still inside. But they might have already left through the back door. Oh, wow. Well, sorry to hear that, Invictus. That sucks that they didn't find anybody. They might find them eventually.
24, respond to a Class 1 private fire alarm investigation at 2950 South University Boulevard. And 24, respond to a Class 1 private fire alarm investigation at 2950 South University Boulevard. Engine 24.
Yep, good morning, Blue Eyes. Good morning to everybody, really. It is 4, what time is it? 4 something in the morning? Somebody says something, there's a timestamp on it. Let me see here. 4:52, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning here, guys. And I've been streaming for 2 hours and 37 minutes on this scene. Oh, look at this. Let's pick them up. Consider the scene processed. And a little bit of sweep up. Get them gloves on. Oh, she's going inside. That door is locked, I guess. So she's got to go around to the other door. To this one right there. So He's gonna go in there.
Response to a Class 1 private fire alarm investigation. 179 North German Street. Engine 11. Response to a Class 1 private fire alarm investigation. Engine 789 North German Street. Engine 11. Response to a Class 1 private fire alarm investigation. Engine 789 North German Street. Time is 04:53. 9 medium for 1 more 1799 130 seconds. So 10. What's the exact one? Nine, 1799 was 30 seconds. Grove Senior Housing up to 208. Emergency with the fall broken in.
So he's gonna go inside too, I think. Oh, he's gonna pick up things. See how he's folding up the paper now? They might even check that paper for things after the fact.
Stand by 1 second. Route 2, door 510.
I believe the shooting was outside,
And 72.
but it might have started inside.
You go to 1799 was 30 seconds, 1799 was 30 seconds, number 208 for the fall of the fire. Good, yeah.
Yes, the person did die. I don't know if it's only one victim, but I know that the person died that was mentioned. Yep, real work. The scene should be processed on the outside here. So, with all the stuff processed here from that sidewalk, they should be taking down this tape pretty soon. Even if they're processing inside still, they should be opening up the street.
Good morning. Morning, second.
Oh, thank you, Tony Mac.
101, 502, or 701.
See how bad my battery is now. We're down to 30%. I slowed it by adding my battery.
157.
I should have added it early on, and then I would have been able to live stream much longer. Yeah. So I'm sporting a nice safety glow orange vest. So for high visibility. Okay, Belle. We'll catch you later. I got to compete against you guys tomorrow again, right? It's getting late at night here, that's for sure. I'm wanting to head home here. I find more than they do. Well, Stringer finds them for me. They found 15 of them at that one spot. Come on. They weren't there long, not like this. But they found them. They found the helicopter too. So we got 2 windows we can look in here. I don't even see anybody. Oh wait, is that somebody's head on that right window? Could be. Oh, Night Zombie Enforcement Bureau. Wonder if I ever switch this thing to live chat, or if I'm still on top chat. Yeah, I'm on top chat. So I've been in top chat the whole time, so I probably miss people talking. I hate when I do that, when I forget to do that. Alright, that van, I think it was moving. And they're getting in the vehicle.
Respond to a car fire at East 36th Avenue and North Fillmore Street. Engine 10, respond to a car fire at East 36th Avenue and North Fillmore Street. Engine
North
10,
Fillmore.
respond to a car fire at East 36th Avenue
36 and
North
Fillmore.
Street.
Car fire. Let me see how far that is from here. That's on the other side of downtown. Oh, Selena Fox, hi. Let's see what the travel distance is. It's only 11 minutes away to a car fire. Do we want to go to a car fire, guys? What do you think? Car fire or stick around for them to open the street? They processed everything out here. Yeah, go to the car fire? Anybody else have a vote for that? Give me a 1 for a yes. Well, they're pretty close to being done. Everything is processed on the outside already. Okay, we'll go to the car fire then. 36 and Fillmore. 11 minutes. Okay, we'll go to it. Alright, let me tighten up the top here and bring down my stand. We'll go to the car fire. I can fast charge my phone in the vehicle for 11 minutes at least. All right.
91, 101 or 502.
Come on. Unzoom. There we go.
What's up? You're out for 502 and 503?
All right, we're heading to the car fire, guys. And so you guys know what I'm wearing here. I'm wearing safety orange vest so that for high visibility. Alright, let me get my phone changed over to the fast charger. Oh, check my charger. I gotta put it in the other way. There we go. I have to put you on the left side again. That seems to be the easiest method for traveling. .7 miles away. It's telling me to take I-70 over to it, which makes sense. I need to
Head south on Stuart Street toward West 37th Avenue, then turn left onto West 37th Avenue. Turn left onto West 37th Avenue, then turn left onto Raleigh Street.
yeah,
Take the next left onto Raleigh Street.
I gotta go past Raleigh because they got it blocked off there, buddy. Lady, you don't know what you're talking about. All right.
Take the next left onto Quitman Street.
All right. So we got a quick.
In 600 feet, turn right onto West 38th Avenue.
A quick trip in the vehicle to get to the car fire.
Take the next right onto West 38th Avenue. In 1,000 feet, continue straight to stay on West 38th Avenue.
I'm so glad it told me that. I wouldn't have known that without this, huh?
Continue straight to stay on West 38th Avenue, then turn left onto Lowell Boulevard.
Oh, that's right, I can turn on Lowell and get on the
Take the
highway.
second left onto Lowell Boulevard. Continue on Lowell Boulevard for 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah, I need to clean my windshield. It's all smeared from bugs and the rain and whatnot. Three, two, 1, 0. Yellow. We made it. Yay. Thank you, Jason.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto the I-70 East ramp. Turn right onto the I-70 East ramp, then merge onto I-70 East.
Alright. Up to the highway. That'll make things a little bit quicker getting across. Right? That's why it's only 11 minutes away. Let's see here. Where do I need to go next? Stay on 70 East. 3.6 miles. Getting off at York Street.
In 2 miles, take exit 275C for York Street.
sun's starting to come up. Now we're chasing an ambulance.
In half a mile, take exit 275C for York Street. Take exit 275C and keep right. Keep right, then slide left onto York Street. Slide left onto York Street.
Gee, I'm so glad she
Continue
gets
on York
this
Street for
directions.
3/4 of a mile.
Alright, where are we going down to now? To 36th. I'm taking a left. We are 3 minutes away from it.
Tower 27. Log to first aid after a fall at 12525. Fall from drive. Apartment 3303. Tower 27. Respond to first aid after a fall at 12525. Fall from drive. Apartment 3303. Tower 27. Respond to first aid after a fall at 12525. Fall from drive. Apartment 3303. Time is 0516.
Okay, we're coming back up on 38th.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto East 36th Avenue.
This is 37th.
Turn left onto East 36th Avenue. In a
Uh-oh.
1/4 mile, you will arrive at your destination.
I'm not seeing anything up here, guys. This is not good. I'm pretty sure I heard that right on the radio. We got like a few more blocks, but I'm not seeing anything here, so hopefully it's on Fillmore and I just can't see it yet. This is Fillmore right here.
You've arrived.
I have arrived. Oh, there it is. Okay, guys, I have arrived. Looks like they just put it out. So I don't get to see flames. Alright, switching back to battery. Where's my other end of it? Hang on a second here, guys. I get to switch back to the battery. Trying to pry the hood open so they can get to the inside, make sure that the flames are all out. There they go. They got the hood. Prop the hood up. Soak it with some more water. A little bit of steam coming up.
North
932 Tennyson Street for engine 20. That's too far away from us now, guys. As much fun as I'd like, I don't want to get close to the vehicle yet. They're busy working on it. Looks to be a pickup truck. They had to use bolt cutters to get that hood open. Trying to wrap it up so I can put the battery in my pocket. kind of pixelated, ain't it, guys? Well, we missed the flames. Not by much, though. I'll move closer here shortly. Go around this side. Another firewoman. I can feel the heat from this thing clear over here, guys. This thing was hot. Unless it's a fire engine next to me, but I don't think so. Them tires on that look flat now. I don't think this one's gonna buff out. What do you guys think? Probably an electrical fire had happened. I don't think it was a fuel fire. I think it was an electrical fire. So it's a pickup. I just can't tell what kind yet. I'm not close enough to it. It'll have a little grease, goes a long way. Yeah. Yeah, but when you burn the paint off, there's nothing to buff left, you know? Why do all these firefighters look like women here? I think they all are. I think engine 10 consists of women. That's a good question, where the owner is. I don't know. I don't see anybody out here watching and crying about their vehicle burning up. Yeah, the only people out here are the firefighters. Oh, that one's a guy. That one might be a girl. So, one guy so far. Checking it thoroughly, make sure everything's out. Just a little bit on fire. Could be. Well, I don't think there's anybody injured. No ambulance here. I think it was a parked vehicle. And it's got a flat tire, but I don't know if that's from the fire or if they had a flat tire before. I'm guessing it's kind of a junky truck. So, I don't know. Probably been running like crap, especially with shorting wires. They finally shorted a wire and it caught on fire. I haven't set up my stand, I'm just holding it. The smoke you're seeing is from my cigarette. Sorry. Kind of makes it look like the truck's still on fire when I got smoke blowing in front of me, right? gonna go knock on this guy's door. Doesn't even look like anybody's awake at the house. There's no lights on. Alright, what kind of truck do we got here? Anybody recognize this model of vehicle? Is that a Chevy? Kind of looks like a Chevy. Nobody's answering the doors so far. Oh. Come around this side. Oh, it's a Ford. F-250 Ford. So it's an F-250 Ford. Look at him. He's like, oh my God, my truck. This guy's gonna go running over the fire hoses. What an idiot. What an idiot. Go running over the fire hoses. Huh. This guy's like, my truck. I don't think he's very happy about that truck. So it looks like we might have a police car out here now. I don't know. I didn't see the vehicle behind. There might be a policeman there. Yeah, he's not a happy camper. Not a happy camper at all. We do have police out here on the scene now, maybe. We have a couple more vehicles that came in. So we do have an officer on the scene. Took them a while to get here, huh? Truck caught on fire. I'd say electrical. Because it's the front end. So I'm sure he had a short. And he caught on fire from electrical. Yep, just a little bit on fire. When I came home from the bar and parked it, we thought it would just go out, but because it was underneath the hood, I'm pretty sure that there was electrical wiring that shorted on it, and it proceeded to go to the cab of the vehicle. So the fire made it to the inside of the vehicle. It was raining. Well, I thought it was overheating. Right? got 2 officers on the scene. But yeah, we only have 1 male firefighter. The rest are female firefighters from this Engine 10. No, she doesn't have pants on. She has shorts on though. It's getting lighter out here, so it's getting easier to see the damage to the vehicle now. She's got shorts on. So the inside of the vehicle, they had to break the window, looks like, or it broke out, one of the two. And there was smoke inside the vehicle, I'm sure. The windshield's gone, by the way, now. So who knows how much of the inside was on fire to start with. This is a time where the option of leather seats might have been better than cloth. Woman officer now coming to inspect, and male officer. So they've unhooked the hoses now. Is that officer down? I don't know. Engine 20 just got a possible fire. They're across town. As much as I want to chase after Engine 20, they're back where we were and then south. Yep, Michelangelo. She is pretty cute. Well, you can tell there was a lot of heat on the top of that tire, so that tire blew from the heat. With the warping on it and everything, you can tell the different color on the top. The tire was on fire. Yeah. Fire woke somebody up to call the fire department though. But it just wasn't the owner of the vehicle. So he had a rude awakening, didn't he? And he went and put some clothes on. Now they get the bill for it probably. I don't even know if they bill people for putting out tires like that, or if the taxpayers' dollars pay for it. Well, if he did, he's going to be late. Unless that's his motorcycle down there. I'll bet you that's his motorcycle. And that's his old lady's car, I'll bet. That's his work truck. Where are they putting the hoses? Why don't I just walk over here and I'll show you? The what now?
You're welcome to film, but if you could just back up just a little bit, give them respectful distance, I'd appreciate it.
They're just packing up their stuff.
You're absolutely welcome to film. Okay.
Yeah, they're just packing up their stuff. I'm not in their way.
I know, but it allows them to. Here's the thing: they come walking around here, and then now you're in their way. So if you could just take like 2 steps back.
Enough with your directives. This is a public sidewalk.
I'm just asking you to take 2 steps back.
I'm not in their way. They just walk by me. I'm not in their way.
Literally just asking you for a favor. That's it. I'm not giving you an order. I'm just asking you for a favor.
That's not even a favor. That's a directive.
That's all I was asking for. That's it.
I stay out of their way.
You're absolutely welcome to film, and I was just asking for a favor.
They're walking right by me. I'm not in their way. They just can't help it. They got to give the directives. Just because I came over here to film this, where they're packing the hoses up. Now you know where the hose went. So now you know where the hoses are. And then these guys, that guy right there. A bit ridiculous. And then the firemen are walking past me, around me. Not saying excuse me, not anything. I'm not in their way for nothing. As you can see, I got lots of space between so now they've got their fire hoses packed away, the ones up on the front here, and the one rolled up on the front. They just can't help it with their directives, can they? Yeah, with the connection for the hose right there for the front one. That is pretty cool. Yeah. They just cannot help but to give directives. And it's ridiculous. Like, we don't know if we're in the way or not. That we can't walk across the street without their help. You know? So, 3 female firefighters and 1 male. They don't even let the guy drive. The guy rides in the back. So off they go. And there those fools go, because their job's done. They had to come and give directives. Just because. That guy's a dick. District 2, 7123. What a joke, huh? Alright, guys. You can film, but you're in the way. I ain't in the way, you fucking asshole. Somebody's always got to give you the damn directives. Yeah, I'm gonna go home, get some rest now. So, as you can see, the sun's starting to come up. It's definitely lighted out. And the time it took to do that. Thank you guys for joining me. So, we'll catch you again later. Thank you for joining me. Oh yeah. Well, I didn't get to sell a stringer on it, but it was still fun, right? Everybody have a good day. I'm gonna go get some sleep.